Hi, I'm Theo Stocker and I'm here at the South Coast Boat Show in Southampton at Ocean Village Marina. We've got the chance to have a look at a pretty cool little trimaran, the Astus 20.5. She's small, but she's fast, and David Harding had the chance to test her for us a little while ago for Yachting Monthly. So he's going to show you around the boat, and then we're going to have a look at her out sailing.
And here we are in its extended form, its sailing form, with both the outriggers out, but they will fold in so the boat can be berthed in a normal marina berth or trailed, and it only weighs about 550 kg in its standard form. It can even be made with a foam core resin infused hull, and that brings the weight down to about 490 kg, which is really important because it means the boat can be trailed on an unbraked trailer and even a breakback trailer, so you don't even need to get the wheels in the water, which makes the whole trailer maintenance business a whole load easier, as anybody who does regular trailer sailing with a boat that has to, with a trailer that has to be dunked in the water, will know all about. So yeah, extremely light, extremely fast, a boat that a lot of monohull sailors I think will adapt to very quickly, because sailing a trimaran is much more akin to sailing a monohull than, for example, sailing a catamaran is. For many of us, we monohull sailors, we feel much more at home on trimarans in some ways than on cats, because you're in the middle of the boat. And so, stepping aboard, we've got the trampolines where you can even put a tent if you want to go camper cruising, which is something that these boats really do lend themselves to extremely well. And this one is powered by a small electric motor. I forget, how fast were we going with that under paddle?
We get about 5 knots with that, about an hour and a quarter with that particular engine.
Yeah.
So enough to get on and off a mooring easily and actually do some cruising with that, really. So yeah, it's fine because it's such a light boat. You don't have to push very hard.
So easily driven, and most of the time you're sailing anyway, and because the boat will go so much faster than a monohull of similar length, you just cover the ground very, very quickly. So unlike some of the bigger, more elaborate folding trimarans, which have more complicated mechanisms for bringing the hulls in and out, these just slide in and out with aluminium tubes. So it's basic, it's simple, it works absolutely fine on the 20.5, and it's going to be a very similar system on the 22.5, which is recently launched. So the rig here, this is the sport rig. We can see the rig here. It's the same mast on the standard rig and the sport rig, but this one is a sport rig which has a square top main, which gives it quite a lot more sail area for that little bit extra fizz. Down below, not surprisingly, it's not enormous. I don't think anybody could claim that it's a big boat accommodation wise, but it's absolutely fine for weekending. We can pop down below. We're not going to see a lot more from down below than we can just poking our head down the hatch, so you could call it a cosy double berth. A chemical toilet down here, and then under the cockpit there's actually quite a lot of storage space, and you could fit an inflatable dinghy and oars, paddles, and quite a lot of kit down there. The centreboard case is offset so it doesn't chop up the middle of the cabin, and with a trimaran it doesn't matter in the least. Of course, it carries no ballast. So fairly basic level of finish, but to keep the weight down, because that is important. It's the light weight really that makes these boats what they are.